Drone shopping gets expensive fast, mostly because the category makes it easy to pay for ambitions you may never actually use. A lot of buyers don't need the most advanced camera system or the longest feature list. They need something that's easy to fly, stable enough to trust, and good enough that the footage still feels worth keeping. In this video, we'll cover what actually matters before you buy. Then we'll finish with the best budget, value, and premium picks. We've included updated links with the best pricing in the description below. The first thing to focus on is flight confidence, stability, hover behavior, return to home functions, and how forgiving the controls feel matter more than a flashy spec sheet. A drone that feels predictable is easier to learn and easier to keep using. One common mistake is obsessing over resolution before asking whether the drone itself feels easy to trust in the air. Second is camera quality in context. Not every buyer needs pro-level footage, but most people do want video that looks clearly better than a toy drone. What matters is not just resolution, but stabilization, consistency, and whether the footage is good enough to share without excuses. A common mistake is chasing the highest number on the box when smooth footage usually matters more than raw specs. Third is ownership friction. Battery life, portability, app behavior, controller design, and setup time all affect whether a drone becomes a regular tool or a once-a-month novelty. This category punishes little annoyances more than people expect. The drone you use often is usually the one that asks the least from you. We looked across a wide range of popular options in this category. Many are solid, but once you factor in real-world ease of use, overall reliability, and how well each model fits the kind of flying most people actually do, a smaller group stands out more consistently. Here are the 3 picks that make the most sense for most buyers. If you find this breakdown helpful, feel free to drop a quick like and subscribe for future reviews like this. The best budget pick is the Relydoll quadcopter, and it typically sits in the $60 range. This works well as a budget winner because it keeps the price low while still giving beginners a surprisingly complete starter experience. It's clearly aimed at first-time flyers, kids, and casual users who want something fun and approachable rather than intimidating. One key start, altitude hold, and stable hovering make it easier to get off the ground without the usual trial and error chaos. The 1080p adjustable camera is modest, but it's useful for casual video, quick photos, and basic aerial views. 2 included batteries help extend playtime, which matters at this end of the market because short sessions can feel over too quickly. The foldable design, prop guards, and carrying-friendly format also make it easy to bring along and easy to hand to a younger user without overthinking it. Extras, like flips, speed modes, waypoint flight, and app control help it stay fun after the first day. The main limitation is that it generally wants a flat surface for takeoff and landing. Even so, for a low-cost first drone, it offers a genuinely friendly user experience instead of feeling disposable. The best value pick is the DJI Mini 4K, usually around the $300 range. This is the easiest recommendation for most people because it gives you a real camera drone experience without the jump to premium pricing. It feels more polished, more stable, and more trustworthy than the bargain tier, which is exactly what makes it such a strong middle ground choice. The 4K camera and 3-axis gimbal are a big part of the appeal because they make footage look sharper and smoother in a way that is immediately noticeable. Its sub-249 gram size helps with portability and lowers friction for casual recreational use. Beginner-friendly features like one-tap takeoff and landing, GPS return to home, and stable hovering make it approachable for new flyers while still feeling capable enough to grow into. QuickShots add some easy creative range, and the available multi-battery bundles make a lot of sense if you want longer outings without constant recharging. It also tends to handle light wind better than you might expect for something this compact. Its main trade-off is the lack of full obstacle avoidance, so it still rewards careful flying around trees and tighter spaces. But for most buyers, this is the default recommendation because it balances image quality, ease of use, portability, and reliability better than almost anything else near this price. The best premium pick is the DJI Air 3S, which typically lands around the $1,600 range. This is where the extra money starts buying real capability, not just nicer marketing. The biggest gain is a more serious camera system, stronger overall flight performance, and a more refined platform for people who want better footage and more flexibility from the start. Its 1-inch CMOS primary camera is built for richer detail, especially in more demanding light, and the dual camera setup gives you more framing options without immediately resorting to cropping. It can record 4K/60 frames per second HDR video, which is part of why this tier feels much more serious for photography and video work. Night flying confidence also improves thanks to LiDAR and omnidirectional sensing, while the upgraded return-to-home system adds reassurance when conditions are less than ideal. Longer flight time and extended transmission range make the drone feel less constrained on larger shoots, and the RC2 remote with its built-in screen removes a lot of day-to-day setup friction. The main drawback is simple. It's a real price jump over the Mini 4K. But if you care about image quality, lens flexibility, stronger wind performance, and a more professional-feeling ownership experience, this is the premium pick that makes the clearest case. Links to all 3 picks are in the description below with current pricing. Thanks for watching, and we hope this helped make the decision a little clearer around your priorities.